This is J-Dog for Life here, bringing you another motivational video. Today, I wanted to talk about love. Now, love is a really hard thing to come by, and it's a hard thing to keep. And I'm not just talking about your normal flings, I'm talking about true love, where you know that this person is the one for you. Now, when you find that, a lot of people forget after a while of being with that person. When you find that special person, a lot of people often forget why they were with that person in the first place. They forget why they fell in love with them. They forget why, all the little things that they do makes them happy. They forget all of these things. And a lot of people, they'll get married and they'll be happy for a time, and then, they'll end up getting a divorce. Now, a lot of this is due to poor communication. And a lot of people, they always tell people this. The main thing when it comes to a relationship is communication. Like, a lot of other things are really important, but communication is key. It's so true. Because if you don't know how to talk to your partner, if you don't know what he or she likes or doesn't like, then you're just constantly going to be in a rotating circle of misery. You're just always going to be fighting over things that don't need to be fought about. And a lot of stuff that we fight about are things that don't even matter. We just overreact, and we just go based off of our feelings. And I'm a person who loves to act on my feelings rather than just logic, because I like doing things that make me happy, and I like following my heart. But sometimes you have to rein that in. Sometimes you do have to think logically. And the thing is, we have to do when if we are fighting with our loved one, the person that we love, and that person that is meant to be with us, if we're fighting for that person, we have to remember, we have to take a step back and remember why this person makes us happy, why we love this person, why we got with this person in the first place. And the thing is, the reason why you got with this person, it never went away. It's just the fact that you guys don't know how to communicate. There's just a lot of relationships that lack that essential part. And what you have to do is just step back and listen. Before you get mad, before you get upset, you have to think about the situation. You have to think about, is this situation worth it? But also, more importantly, you have to think about why you're mad, and is it actually a reason to be mad? And even if it is, don't let your feelings get the best of you. Don't let them do it, because that's the person you love, and you're just letting this quick emotion take over your body, and you just let it say a whole bunch of things that you didn't really mean to say. And that's the thing, a lot of people, they'll say, when people say stuff, when they're mad, that's how you know they mean it. That's not always true. I think that a lot of people just say things when they're mad just because they're mad. They're not controlling themselves. They're just filled with anger. Because me, I definitely have been the person to get angry a lot, and I'm working on myself right now. But the thing you have to realize is you control yourself. You control your mind. You control what you say. You control what you do. Now, the thing is, of course, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna make bad decisions. But the important thing is to come back. From those bad decisions better and bigger and stronger. You need to think about everything that you've done before and try to beat that the next time it happens. The next time you get mad when you're in a relationship, just think about what this person does that makes you so happy, why you feel so loved by this person. You have to talk to people to figure out what's going on. And when you're in a relationship that is so much more important, because that's the person that you're trying to share your life with. And how can you share your life with that person if you can't talk to them, if you're afraid or don't know how to talk to them? If you're afraid, you're just gonna have to just be brave and just bring it up. I'm not saying be rude or mean. Just bring up what's bothering you. Talk to the person that you love. Get down to the reason why they get mad, or why, some things they may do make you mad. And it'll make your relationship so much better. Because it's really sad about how many people just get divorced and separate, especially when they have kids, or even when they're just boyfriend and girlfriend. There's just so many problems that could be solved if you just didn't get mad, if you communicated. The person that you love has been waiting for you. They've been waiting for you without even knowing it, but you can't mess it up by thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get mad and I'm just gonna shoot my mouth off and say whatever comes to my mind. Don't do it. Don't let it win. Don't let that little person inside you win. That little person creates so many problems. Like in a bunch of my other videos, one of the main things I talk about with the little person inside your head is the fact that it creates doubt. It creates doubt, and that comes with love too. Don't ever doubt how much you love that person. Don't you ever doubt how much that you would give to make that person happy. Don't ever doubt that. Do not listen to that person. You need to take a step back and just remember all the good things. Because yes, there's probably going to be a lot of bad things. There's going to be a lot. A lot of people are like, oh, they try to make a list of whether the good outweighs the bad in a relationship. And it's just, yes, there's going to be bad, and sometimes you just have to go through it for a long time to get to the end, but it's worth it. It is worth going through the bullshit to find the person you love, to finally truly connect with the person you love. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, even if it's just a little bit. You go for that light, because even the smallest amount of light will overcome any darkness. Now, I'm not saying that every situation can be solved. Sometimes, either a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband and wife, sometimes they're just really abusive, and you probably tried everything that you can, and they just won't budge. And then at that point, you do what you have to do for yourself. But the important thing is, when you're starting off in a relationship, or if you've been in a relationship for a while, and it's not a case where you're being abused, or you just like you're at your wit's end, just keep trying, keep communicating, keep talking to that person and show them how much you love them. That's the key. That is the most important thing, is to let that person know how you feel and find out how they feel. Don't get mad, don't get upset. Do not just follow those angry emotions. You have to take a step back and listen to your partner to figure out what's going on. I'm still working on this myself. I'm still working on me, and that's also another important thing, is you have to work on yourself first. My mom's told me this, and I've heard this from a lot of other people too. You have to work on yourself first, because if you can't love yourself, then you can't love anybody else. And for the longest time, I just thought, I can love somebody else if I don't love myself. But it's completely false, because if you don't love yourself, you're never going to love somebody else. How can you expect to show somebody else love that you don't even know how to show yourself? You don't even know how to treat yourself with respect and dignity. And how are you supposed to show somebody else that? Because you need to connect with yourself. You need to be who you are. A lot of people try to persuade people to be somebody different that they're not. Don't listen to them. Be who you are. Be who you're meant to be. And once you find out who you are meant to be, then you will be able to love that person with all your might, with all that you are. And please love that person with all that you are, with all of your might. We never want to do anything half-ass. We never want to do it that way. If you go 100% on one thing, go 100% on everything. Go 100% in school, sports, love, your career, hobbies, everything that you do. I want you to give 100%. I want you to give your all. Because you and everybody else expect nothing less. You definitely need to expect nothing less than absolute 100% effort from yourself every time. And if you give 100% effort to your relationship, I promise you that it's going to be good. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. Yes, you honestly, sometimes you're going to get mad even when you try not to. But if you just remember that you're going to make mistakes, then you'll be able to push through. Because love is an important part of life. And without love, there wouldn't be a whole lot to be happy about. And I love the woman I'm with. I'm happy with her, and she's the only woman that I'm ever gonna want to be with. And I hope that all of you can say the same about your husband, your wife, fiance, boyfriend, or girlfriend. Love them with all of that you can. Please. This is Jadar for Life, signing out. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Peace.